Hi again, this is going to be a quick mominar on how to use the vacuums at your local car wash. Vacuuming out your car on a regular basis is an essential part of keeping your car clean and well maintained. However, it's important to use the vacuum properly so that you can get the best results without damaging your car. Here are some tips on how to use the vacuum at the car wash. Firstly, not all drive-through car washes have vacuums for you to use. If they do, some may cost money, but some are free. The car wash I go to has a free self-service vacuum. These are the vacuum attachments. There's usually just one. We're lucky because this particular location has two. Before you start vacuuming, remove trash from the door pockets, cup holders, cubbies, and the seats and floors. Get rid of all the big stuff. This will make it easier to clean the floors, seats, and surfaces of your car. If you want to do a really good job, remove the mats and shake them out. You can also shake out things like seat covers to get the large debris off. And look, there are mat holders here. You put your mat on these and it makes it much easier to vacuum them. Make sure the vacuum has a strong suction power to ensure it can pick up the dirt and the junk effectively. Test it on your hand. If it's weak, then choose another vacuum if there's one available. Be sure to check the nozzle and attachments to ensure that they are free of any debris that could inhibit the suction. This one has a sort of slim, wide opening. It's good for dragging across the floors, the mats, and the seats. I start by vacuuming the floors and the mats of the car. I make sure to get into the tight spaces, such as under the seats and around the pedals. I like to move the seat all the way back and vacuum under it as much as I can. And then I move it all the way forward to get to as much of the floor as possible. Make sure that you get the carpet that is on the sides of the seats. Take your time and do a good job. Now I move on to the seats and I'm going to use the same attachment. I make sure I use gentle strokes to avoid pressing too hard, which could damage the material, especially if you have leather seats. And don't forget to vacuum out the trunk space. Once the large surface area is done, you can use this other attachment, which is kind of like a crevice tool if you have it. See how it's narrow and it allows you to get into tighter or awkward spaces. It's good for cup holders, inside the door pockets and door handles, glove box, center console, and in between the seats. Anything that's a little bit more narrow. Be sure to take care when vacuuming around buttons and knobs to avoid accidentally turning anything on or off. You can also take this across the dashboard and the vents, but just keep in mind that sometimes the nozzle opening can be sort of roughed up a bit and you don't want to scratch that material. So just make sure that you're careful with that. Ultimately, a soft brushed attachment would be best to go across the top of the dashboard, but honestly, I've never seen one of those at a car wash vacuum area. But you can always wipe down these areas with a damp cloth. When you're done, return the vacuum hose back to its cradle. If you took anything out of your car, put it all back in and don't forget your mats. And that's it. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and feel free to send this video to anyone that may need this information. I love using the vacuums at the car wash because it is so convenient. If you don't have something like this where you live, you could always use your vacuum attachments or get a small handheld vacuum. I have another mominar that shows you how to use a vacuum and the attachments so that you can vacuum things other than your floor. Make sure you click on the video link to watch that. You might also want to know how to drive your car through a drive-through car wash, and I've linked that video as well. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all so much. I'll see you in the next mominar.